Alright, MrSotko here, and welcome back to another Warcraft 3 replay cast. Today it's a 2 vs 2 on Twisted Meadow between our bottom team, which consists of our red Night Elf player, Knight, and on the right side, our blue Orc player, Jehu. Hope I'm saying that correctly. Up top, we have our light blue Orc player on team number 2, that consists of Koto's Forsaken, and our purple human player, WEAREFOALS, and I'm hoping I'm saying that right as well, but if not, I apologize. And you guys get the point. So, top team versus the bottom team. We'll speed this up to the 8x mark till all the heroes come out, all the good stuff starts to happen.
Your building is complete.
And so we have a Blade Master and an Archmage for our top team.
Our warriors have engaged.
And now going after that Rock Golem camp here. And we have a Priestess of the Moon for our bottom team, and a very late Tauren Chieftain for our blue Orc player. And the Rock Golem here will fall shortly, the first to creep. And Tome of Experience, very, very nice. And a Belt of Giant Strength +6, which, not the greatest item for the Archmage, but it does give him quite a bit of health. I believe that's, what is it, like 150 additional health. So that is quite a bit of extra health for the Archmage there. Priestess of the Moon now at the human base, and gonna eat a couple of those arcane tower hits, and taking away all of her mana. She doesn't really need the mana right now because she just has True Shot Aura, but it does do a little bit of extra damage, so she's taking quite a bit. And now these peasants here need to back up. Arcane Tower just juicing all the mana of the Priestess of the Moon, and trying to get around there, but can't quite do it, as the human base was pretty well made. Now the Archmage going after the Knoll camp there. Didn't see if a tome dropped.
Your building is complete. Your
Tauren Chieftain now moving on out has Troll Headhunters. And Militia now going after the Priestess of the Moon here. And one of them running on home, taking a little bit too much damage there. Tauren Chieftain going after the Knoll Overseer camp. Meanwhile, our Blade Master going after the Knoll Brute camp. Has 2 Circlet of Nobilities. I think he probably bought those from the shops. So a decent Blade Master going on there, and human player spots the TC, but is taking quite a bit of damage from these headhunters. And Archmage bought himself a healing salve from his Orc ally. And here comes the Blade Master now, going to try and take out this TC if possible. Blade Master, there he goes. But only a level 1 Blade Master, so does not have critical strike. Scroll speed there, chasing down this Tauren Chieftain, and can he get this Tauren Chieftain or not? And down to 26, 25, and gonna be so close here, and may actually get this Tauren Chieftain. Is it gonna happen? It's just nail-biting suspense, but the Tauren Chieftain may get to this Moonwell in time, and does, and not gonna happen now. Meanwhile, the Priestess of the Moon, along with those Troll Headhunters, so just sort of stacking that additional damage on his allies, Troll Headhunters, and these Huntresses for that matter. Now going after the human's base. And Tauren Chieftain still running away from these heroes here, but meanwhile the human base is under siege. And if this farm here falls, the bottom team will be able to get right into the base and go after these peasants here, so that's going to be a lot of damage. And Blade Master Archmage still chasing that Tauren Chieftain. And Militia released here, taking out some of these Troll Headhunters. And now Ancient Protectors going up in the human's base there, right at the edge. And Blade Master finally pays off and actually takes out that Tauren Chieftain. He did buy Boots of Speed at one point while chasing that Tauren Chieftain there. And now the Archmage is trying to take out these individual Ancient Protectors, but another one goes up in its place. There was another Wisp here that can make another one, but it's sort of trapped behind this one here. Archmage makes a Water Elemental, taking down these Huntresses, does good damage to these Huntresses, but unfortunately it's getting a good beating by these Ancient Protectors that do the most damage structures, defensive structures in the game. 45 to 54. Their attack speed is pretty slow, but they hit like a truck. And Blade Master has to run back to base to grab some more healing cells before he can help out his ally. Meanwhile, the human base completely under siege. We will go to the human, and he does have quite a bit of funds, 500 to 250 there, but is so low. Only has 14 over 12, and he cannot lose these peasants here, otherwise he won't be able to build anything. And now a blood mage rather out on the field here, and gonna give his mana to that archmage. Archmage now has 2 water elementals going. And these Ancient Protectors getting even closer, and the Blade Master on his way. Is he on his way? Indeed he is. Now has a 3rd Circlet of Nobility, so 3 Circlet of Nobilities on that Blade Master there. Blood Mage and the Archmage gonna have to back up even more. These peasants are absolutely precious right now to rebuild those farms, and he TP'd out to the Orc base. And those was some pretty long Ancient Protector shots there on that Blade Master, and it looks like the keep here will fall. The human base lost to the Night Elf. And now going to creep out this area here, along with the help of the Orc player. And Moonwell there in the Orc base to help out. Blood Mage yoinking the mana from that High Priest there. And Goblin Zeppelin purchased by the Orc player. Rock Golem here will fall. Tome of Intelligence +2 and a Flute of Accuracy. Not too bad. Not really a lot of units to really make that too useful, but the Tome of Intelligence could be useful. And who is going to pick those up? The Shadow Hunter picks them, both of them up. Will help those Wind Riders quite a bit, though.
Our forces are under attack.
Thorn Chieftain takes out the Mercenary camp here, gets the Scroll of the Beast.
Upgrade complete.
And now the human player going after the Ogre Magi camp. Ring of Regeneration falls for the human player, and I suppose he doesn't really have much choice right now. He may sell that, but might as well hold on to it for a little while, as he doesn't really have a base, so he doesn't really have much choice in the matter. Tome of Retraining bought by the Orc player to give to the Archmage so that he can actually research Blizzard instead of Water Elementals there. And that's going to help him so he's going to retrain and actually get Blizzard instead, because of all of these units. There are just so many units. Look at all these Troll Headhunters here, and Blizzard will actually do quite a bit of damage to all of those units. Red Dragon now out on the field here for the Orc player. Very nice indeed. And looks like he's going over to the left side now. And that Red Dragon doing so much damage to the Orc base here. And he's going to grab the other one, I believe. And here comes the Orc player. Now he's going to do a lot of damage to these Troll Headhunters, just eat them up. But doesn't have too much health on that Blade Master, so he's got to watch out for that.
Our forces are under attack.
I'm gonna pull these creeps here.
Our allies' hero has fallen.
And Shadowhunter falls there in the Orc base. And so many units here for our bottom team. So many Huntresses, so many Troll Headhunters. And now has that Red Dragon, so now pulling it into the Night Elf base. So very interesting, very, very humorous. And now the entangled gold mine will fall here. And I don't think I've actually ever seen that before. So basically what you do is you just pull the dragon and then you net it with a raider there, and then you just do it again, and it can reach the base there of your opponent. So I suppose you could call that an exploit, but a very, very funny one.
Our allies' town is under siege.
Blade Master getting hit hard here. 41 health, 2 health, loses to Blade Master.
Our allies' hero has fallen.
And so many watchtowers though for the orc player here, and also has an arcane tower in the back there for good measure. And he pulled the red dragon here on the expansion now. And one watchtower falls, but there's so many watchtowers here that are doing so much DPS to this Tauren Chieftain. And the arcane tower there took all the mana from that Tauren Chieftain. Scroll of Rejuvenation on all of those units there, and gave that Tauren Chieftain quite a bit of mana. Now the Blood Mage trying to get out of there. 2 Ring of Regenerations on that Blood Mage. And so he's regenerating so fast. Look how fast this Blood Mage is regenerating with 2 of those on. And looks like this attack is for the most part thwarted here. Not really going to be able to do too much. And that red dragon still going to town here on the expansion. And we'll finish off that Ancient Protector. And now going after the Tree of Life. And request a little bit of gold and wood to build a farm there so he won't lose. Blizzard there misses the units for the most part. Blood Mage way up front there. And Flame Strike being used, which is somewhat unusual. You actually don't see that very often. Usually just get Banish. But I suppose in this case, with all of these units on the map, that's exactly what he's trying to do, is just torch them all and blizzard them all down. And that expansion has been completely eradicated by pulling that red dragon. And now lots of catapults here for our bottom team, sieging the base. And the fortress will fall here. And that is not going to be good for our other team here. And Blade Master is on the way, just over halfway to being revived. And a Demolisher will fall there. Human Archmage finished that off. Now Ring of Regeneration on each one.
Our allies' town is under siege.
Blood Mage Flame Strike there takes out that catapult. Just a little bit of damage to the surrounding units.
Our forces are
And
under
Blade Master
attack.
almost out, as Kodos Forsaken is saying. And should be able to do a lot of damage here. Probably could take out this Tauren Chieftain with that Blade Master there. And here he comes now. And what is he going to grab? Is he going to get the Glaive Thrower or the Tauren Chieftain? And spotted by that ward there on the ground that was placed. And the ward will, Sentry Ward will not last that much longer. And now the Headhunters are in a lot of trouble here. Just food for this Blade Master, particularly with 4 Circlet of Nobilities, 8 to all stats there for that Blade Master. Quite a bit of mana, quite a bit of health, quite a bit of agility and damage, so pretty good. And armor too as well, all stats. Circlet of Nobility picked up by the Blade Master again, so now has 5 of them. And how convenient that there was just a Circlet of Nobility on the ground there for that Blade Master. And so now with plus 10 stats is a pretty strong Blade Master. Now a level 4 Blade Master. doing 171 damage crits there. And we'll take out both of these catapults here. And now our bottom team is in quite a bit of trouble. Watchtower trying to be made here by the Orc player. Going to need to take that out pretty quickly here. Now the Altar of Storms being taken down by both players here. Troll Headhunters going after the Archmage. Archmage is quite low. And now the Archmage is forced to run on out of there, but the Blade Master should be able to handle this and take out all of these Headhunters here, and the Shadow Hunter just healing up whenever low. And does have a salve there, could actually salve that Blade Master, but not right now. He is in combat, of course. We'll just lose that salve. And Knight leaves the game, our red Night Elf player. And Jehu also leaves as well. Again, once again, I hope I'm saying that correctly, but if I'm not, you guys get the point. The blue player and units. And a very, very good game. And I can see this game was actually not a top replay or a replay of the week, but all the comments on this replay demand it being the replay of the week or replay of the year or a top replay. So it was quite highly rated, and I see why. And heroes on the team, 2 heroes for the other teams, and just 1 for each of the other ones. And it just turned against them. That was quite the game indeed. Resources. And I hope you guys enjoyed this replay, and I will see you guys next time.